me just say, too, and following up on Carson, when we're out at sports in locker rooms or sidelines, there's players that will say, and it doesn't matter if it's football, basketball, down at the Mercury, volleyball, golf, they'll say, hey, Brad, have you seen this kid or that kid? And I know that Richard gets it, Scott gets it, Dan gets it. The pros in this valley care about you guys, and it's statewide. They're watching, and it's, a guy like Larry Fitzgerald will say, so what's the story with this guy? Is he really that? I want to go see him, and they'll show up on the sideline. So it's cool to see someone like Carson here, but it's really across the state that the athletes at the pro level pay attention to what you guys are doing, and in all sports, and it's a lot of fun. Moving through the evening, we come to a big point in the show now. It's time for some special awards. These awards showcase courage, passion, fight, dedication, determination, tenacity, honoring the on and off the court work of our athletes, coaches, and schools. To help us present some of the greatest moments of the years, I'd like to introduce you to the president and publisher of the Arizona Republic and azcentral.com. She's put this together with her staff, Mia Parrish. Let's hear it for Mia.
Thanks, Brad.
Well done. The first premier award goes to the student athlete who made the most significant or impressive comeback from illness, injury, or hardship. Here are your nominees for Best Comeback.
Devin Kirby, Basha. The injury Devin Kirby suffered in Basha's basketball game against Perry was anything but ordinary. He went up to catch a lob pass for a slam dunk, got clipped from behind, and when he landed, he dislocated both knees and suffered fractures in his tibias. After being in the hospital and a wheelchair, he was able to return to the basketball court 7 months later. He averaged 7.6 points and 4.8 rebounds per game for Basha this season. Evan Johnson, Desert Vista. In mid-April, Evan Johnson played his first volleyball match for Desert Vista in 2 years. Just being on the court was something few envisioned. He'd been diagnosed with bone cancer and missed his entire junior season while battling through 8 months of chemotherapy and learning how to walk again after his femur was replaced with a titanium rod. Danny Ahern, Boulder Creek. Before the state cross-country meet in November 2014, Boulder Creek's Danny Ahern nearly lost her life after doctors discovered several blood clots and an aneurysm in her right leg. There was a 90% chance that I was supposed to lose my leg, she said. Instead, in June, she was able to run again, and when the cross-country season rolled around, there was Danny, again running 3.1 miles.
Wow.
While all the athletes mentioned are very deserving of this award, the recipient of the Best Comeback Award is Evan Johnson.
First off, I'd like to thank my family for being there for me over the last 2 years and supporting me and believing in me that I could come back and do it. And I'd like to thank my coach for pushing me just as hard as anyone else in practice to be able to compete with the other teams, and also my teammates, because I couldn't have done any of this without them because they're my best friends. And yeah, thank you guys so much.
Wow, that's awesome. Wow. Our next award celebrates the most remarkable, significant, or impressive record-breaking achievement of the year. This is the Best Record-Breaking Performance Award. Your finalists are
Hopi Boys Cross Country. The definition of a dynasty, meet the Hopi Boys Cross Country team, which won its 26th straight boys cross country state title. Hopi literally ran away from the field in the state meet, finishing 70 points better than second place Many Farms. Ethan Johnson, Westwood. Ethan Johnson didn't just break the state record for rushing yards in a game, he annihilated it. He rushed for 566 yards and 7 touchdowns in Westwood's 46-41 victory over Higley in mid-October, breaking the previous state record of 513 yards, by Empire's Sean Simmons in 2013. Lainey Stevenson, Veritas Prep. Only one Arizona high school softball pitcher had previously ever struck out 1,000 batters in her career. Veritas Prep's Lainey Stevenson became the second when she struck out 15 batters in a win over Tempe, giving her 1,009 for her career. The 2016 Best Record-Breaking Performance Award goes to Ethan Johnson.
I didn't think I was going to win at all. I saw the 1,009 strikeouts and 26 state titles. That's something that's impossible to accomplish. They deserve it just as much as me, and I don't feel that special, honestly. I feel like they deserve it more than I do. I'm really surprised right now, honestly. And I just want to thank my coaches, of course, teammates, just like everybody else, but especially my dad for making sure that I stay humbled. Back in when I was 6-year-old, smacked me on the back of the head when I'd spike after scoring a touchdown. He just made sure I stayed humble, so thank you.
Good job. Good job. Our next award recognizes the student athlete who made the best or most significant performance in a championship game, series or tournament or in a match in his or her sport. Here are your finalists for Best Championship Performance Award.
Stone Matthews, Saguaro. 5'10", 180-pound Matthews rushed 39 times for 291 yards, both season highs, and 2 touchdowns in Saguaro's 38-20 victory over Marcos Deniza. Stone, who finished the season with 2,155 rushing yards, ran the ball 26 times in the second half. Erica Yost, Fountain Hills. To score 3 goals, a hat trick, in a soccer game is special. To do that in a state championship game is a lifetime memory. Erica did just that in a 4-2 victory over Palo Verde in the Division III championship game. She scored less than 2 minutes into the game, gave Fountain Hills a 3-1 lead, and responded with her 3rd goal when Palo Verde cut the lead to 1. Roy Lopez, 3rd, Mesquite. Mesquite's Roy Lopez won the Division I Heavyweight State Championship as a junior. To do so as a senior in Division II, he had to work overtime, 8 minutes worth. Roy's state championship match went into quadruple overtime, where he won the 5-4 tiebreaker. He also was a 2-time All-State football player. The 2016 Best Championship Performance Award goes to Erica Yost.
I'd like to thank my dad, my mom, and my sister for always coming to my games and supporting me in everything I do. I'd also like to thank my coach and my teammates, especially the 3 teammates that assisted my goals, because obviously I wouldn't be here without them, so thank you.
Our next award recognizes the single game judged to be the best of this past academic year. Here are your Best Game Award finalists.
Brophy Prep football. Brophy Prep took a 21-10 lead over Pinnacle with just under 7 minutes remaining. But Pinnacle freshman quarterback Spencer Rattler threw a 45-yard touchdown pass with 4 minutes to go to make it a 21-16 lead, and then, with 59 seconds left, threw for another touchdown to give Pinnacle a 24-21 lead. Brophy's response, a 37-yard field goal from Jacob Silver to force overtime, where it took a missed Pinnacle extra point in the second overtime for Brophy to finally secure the win. Maricopa baseball. The first round of the Division III baseball playoffs looked like it was going to be Maricopa's final game of the season. Maricopa was down 4-2 in the bottom of the 7th inning with 2 out and nobody on base. Maricopa then strung together 4 straight hits to score 3 runs and win 5-4. The kicker, it was Maricopa's first appearance in the state playoffs since 2007. Notre Dame Prep girls soccer. 20 minutes into Notre Dame's win over Flagstaff, Senior captain and four-year starter Dana Gordon fell and grabbed her knee. She would miss the rest of the game. Flagstaff took advantage, taking a 1-0 lead into halftime. The game stayed that way until Notre Dame got a corner kick with about 3 minutes to go. A rebound goal sent the game into overtime, where no one scored, but with 3 minutes left in the second overtime, Notre Dame's Taylor Culver scored the game winner. And the 2016 Best Game Award goes to Brophy Prep Football. And Scooter Melander will be accepting the award for his team.
This really is a great evening, and Brad, this is excellent for everyone. Honored, especially these young athletes. I want to thank our coaching staff for all their efforts with our players to be prepared for those moments. Our quarterback, Cade Knox, who led us down the field on that last drive, who will be attending Harvard University playing football there this next year. And Ryan Velez, our tailback, who scored 2 touchdowns in the 2 overtimes, who will be attending West Point and Army on a full ride scholarship. So I really, again, thank you guys so much.
Our next award, we recognize the best, most impressive, or most significant upset, the upset of the past academic year. Here are your Best Upset Award finalists.
Sunrise Mountain Boys basketball. Sunrise Mountain was the number 19 seed in the state basketball tournament, but they sure didn't play like a lower seed. They beat number 14 seed Cienega in the first round and then toppled number 3 Apollo in the second round after Apollo had won both regular season contests. Sunrise Mountain, led by Elijah Thomas, wasn't done though. It beat number 6 seed Sunnyside in double overtime to advance to the Final Four for the first time since 2006. Centennial football. Powerful Hamilton led Centennial 23-7 in the fourth quarter of their Division I semifinal game, and Hamilton was playing at home, except it wasn't over. Number 6 seed Centennial scored 27 unanswered points in the final 8 minutes to win 34-23 and advance to the state championship game. Surprise Imagine Prep Softball. The Surprise Imagine Prep softball team was ranked number 18 and on the outside looking in at the state tournament. But Imagine Prep, a member of the Canyon Athletic Association, then went on a 6-game winning streak in which it outscored its competition 130-59. Imagine Prep beat the defending state champions, Mesa Heritage Academy, 20-17 in the semifinal game after losing the past 2 contests to Mesa Heritage Academy. The 2016 Best Upset Award goes to Centennial Football. And Richard Taylor will be accepting the award for this team.
I'd like to thank AZ Central for this wonderful night and congratulate all the wonderful, great athletes. And, you know, this is truly a wonderful night. And this award came about because of our coaches, because of our players, and especially a senior group that would not give up or give in. Thank you very much.
Our next award recognizes the most remarkable, compelling, entertaining moment of the academic year. Here are your Best Moment Award finalists.
Matt McDonald, Greenway. For years, an Army Green camouflage helmet hung in the dugout at Greenway High. The helmet honored former graduate Tyler Pruitt, who died in Iraq in 2004. No one had worn it in a game until Greenway's players asked Coach Matt Denny if they could use it against Saguaro on Tyler Pruitt night. The coach let leadoff hitter Matt McDonald wear it. Matt, who had never homered in his high school career, swung at the first pitch and knocked it over the fence. Grayson Poole, Corona del Sol. The public address announcer at the Corona del Sol versus Mountain Point baseball game had trouble getting the recorded national anthem to play. Both teams stood in front of their dugouts, waiting. Unless we have someone willing to sing the national anthem, let's just play ball, the announcer said. Up stepped Grayson Poole, Corona's junior pitcher and outfielder. A member of Corona's Jazz Tech Choir, Grayson ran up, grabbed the microphone, and delivered a pitch-perfect rendition. Caleb Norling, Centennial. Caleb Norling, a senior at Centennial, scored his first run this year in a loss at Desert Mountain. What made it special? Caleb, a bat boy on Centennial's team for 3 seasons, has cerebral palsy. He pinch ran from third base using a walker. And the 2016 Best Moment Award goes to Matt McDonald.
Thank you. It's a great evening to be here. I'd like to dedicate this award to Tyler Pruitt and the Pruitt family and the Greenway Demon family that's here for me tonight, and for all the United States servicemen and women serving right now. Thank you.
That's awesome. How great is that? Hey, thanks, Mia. Mia was great joining us here on stage as well to honor the teams and athletes. Okay, we're going to talk about coaches here for a minute. And for those of us that have been fortunate enough to play in high school where you are now, there's a lot of coaches that are here in the room, and we've all been influenced by several coaches. I can think back to many coaches that said, Sesmat, you got to go play volleyball because you're 6'8", or Sesmat, you got to go play football. And fortunately, I just stuck with basketball, and the rest is history. Those coaches I still see, and they pour into me, I pour into them. Yeah, they're older now, but they left an indelible print on me, as I'm sure many have done for you, if you're to think about it. And so we're going to talk here about the coaches and the dedication and the motivation and the perseverance and the competitive spirit that they instilled in you. Honesty, integrity, compassion, kindness, just a few of the qualities that coaches are charged with, and we see it more often than not in sports. Coaches create the family that becomes your team. Before we get into this award, before we hand it out, I want to take the time to recognize those playmakers, organizers, passionate leaders of the game that work those countless hours behind the scenes, shaping you to where you are today, the coaches. Athletes, you'll remember these influential coaches the rest of your lives. Coaches, please stand. This is for you and everything that you've done. Take the time. And you can even stand for your coaches if you'd like. But coaches, please stand. Give that shout out for those coaches. Yeah, you can do it. Go, 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 go. That is great. Now let's get into the award winners for Coach of the Year. Your finalists. Richie Krasnowski Chaparral. In his first season as coach, the former NCAA All-American at Grand Canyon University led Chaparral's girls swim team to its second straight Division I state championship. Chaparral, led by the Canadian Olympian Taylor Ruck, swept all 3 relays and won 7 individual events. Allison Mabry, Fountain Hills. Allison led Fountain Hills to its second Division III state title in 3 years, despite being number 7, the 7th seed. At one point during the season, because of injuries, Fountain Hills was shown down to just 1 sub. It upset number 2, number 6, number 4. All those seeds on the way to the state title, getting it done. Rich Wellbrock at Desert Edge. Rich Wellbrock led his football team to win the Division III state championship in November by beating Paradise Valley. In May, he coached the track team to the Division II state championship. Your winner, the 2016 Coach of the Year award, goes to Rich Wellbrock.
Just want to thank, obviously, AZ Central. What a beautiful evening we've had. And more than anything, this award is every head coach that wins an award of any nature, it's their staff. We have such a great staff at Desert Edge in both sports, such a phenomenal group of men and women that help our kids, as well as we have great kids and great parents, and the village helps them, our administration, our community, and I just want to thank everyone so much. Thank you.
Go out that way, sure. For this next award, we take a look at our partners over at KFC.
Hi, I'm David Wehrman. I'm the Chief Operations Officer of Pack Foods. We have 104 KFC restaurants operating in Nevada, Texas, and Arizona.
Hi, my name is Michelle Kahn. I'm a customer service leader for KFC.
What makes us different than other franchise organizations and KFC corporate stores is that in our culture we encourage our restaurants to participate in local community events around their restaurants. One in particular is the Muscular Dystrophy Association. Every year we participate in the Shamrock Collection. Over the past 3 years, just in Arizona, we've collected over $125,000. Every $800 of that money helps send a kid to camp.
My staff love it. It is just the most motivational, awesome things you can do for those kids.
It's a pleasure to be here this evening to recognize some outstanding high schools and for their participation in the azcentral.com Arizona Sports Awards. We encourage in our restaurants recognition. It's part of our culture. And what a better way to recognize the outstanding accomplishments than being part of this great event this evening.
We were actually honored to help Sandra Day O'Connor provide food very, very early in the morning on 24-hour notice. We enjoyed it. It was lots of fun. The Ironwood Assembly, I haven't had that much fun in 20 years. It was great. Seeing all the smiles and the happiness. It's not a challenge, just something you do as being a good person is helping others. We like just helping people.
It was our pleasure to honor Sandra Day O'Connor Band and the Ironwood High School Drumline as part of the fan experience.
Please welcome to the stage our overall Fan Experience Award sponsor, David Wehrman, Chief Operating Officer for KFC. Please give him a round of applause.
Good evening. Thank you, Brad. And what an outstanding job Brad's done this evening. I think we need some recognition for you. Great host. Great job. You heard them on the red carpet this evening. You heard them during intermission. The next award goes to two very deserving high schools that know what school and community spirit is all about, how to get the fan experience charged up each and every game. At KFC, we're proud to support the community and the devoted fans that stand by their teams and players through thick and thin. These award winners were determined by public vote based on submitted photos and video that showcase their school spirit, and you've already heard them tonight. When announced, I'm going to ask both school representatives to please come up on stage to accept their awards together. Our first winner was voted by the public after the fall season. A photo of the marching band during halftime of a football game received the most votes of any other school, and that award goes to Sandra Day O'Connor High School. And the second winner was voted on after the winter season. A video was submitted of an amazing drumline in action. You heard them this evening. Your second 2016 Fan Experience Award goes to Ironwood High School.
The job of any great band or marching band is obviously to pump up our team and pump up the audience and keep that fire going well past the end of the game. And I would say for sure that what makes, I would say both of our schools, I'll give you guys a chance to talk too, but what makes Sandra Day O'Connor a great school is the mutual respect and family atmosphere that exists between the football players, the band, the Spirit Line, cheer, and our incredible student body, which is called the Nest. And the unsung hero, I think, at our school, who ties it all together for the entire school year, is our athletic director, because he has to be so patient with all of us and everything that goes on. And so I'd like to recognize Chandler Evans for being such an amazing athletic director. And thank you, KFC and AZ Central, and thank you for supporting the band, because we love you guys as athletes.
We would like to thank our marching band, specifically Mr. Ormsby, our student body, and our supporters. It's such a blessing to be part of such a supportive and spirited school, so thank you.
Thank you all for coming out here.
Hey, David, thanks. Thanks for being out here. The importance of keeping those fans fed by KFC, thanks to David. Now I'd like to introduce AZ Central High School sports columnist Scott Bordeaux. Scott is somebody that has a true passion for high school sports through the years. You know him, you see him on sidelines, at gyms, fields. Scott's been everywhere. Let's welcome Scott Bordeaux. Our next award recognizes those who made a remarkable behind-the-scenes contribution to high school athletics. Here are your finalists for the Unsung Hero.
John Harrison has been a fixture behind the scenes at Seton Catholic Athletic Department for more than 30 years. In 1984, he started keeping score for volleyball, girls basketball, and softball. When Seton needed someone to drive the school bus to events, and when it needed fixing, he stepped up. Later, Harrison became the official scorer for boys and girls basketball home games. He also filled in as interim athletic director. Luann Ewan, Westwood. Anyone who's been in a Westwood or Chandler football game over the years knows Luann Ewan. She's at every game supporting her husband, Jim Ewan, but she is far more than a cheerleader. She's taught players as an English teacher, provided lunch money when they needed it, and helped their families. She also takes pictures every Friday night for the season-ending banquet video. Georgia French, Arcadia. Georgia French has been irreplaceable at Arcadia, where she recently retired after serving 20 years as the athletic administrative assistant. She improved the high school experience for every student athlete and helped coaches better communicate with student athletes. The 2016 Unsung Hero goes to John Harrison. John could not make tonight's event, but Nicole Harrison is here and is placed to accept the award.
Hello, I'm Nicole Harrison. I'm receiving this for my father. He's in Connecticut with all the grandchildren. He wanted to say thank you for God for allowing him to have the health to do this. He also wants to thank my mom, who allowed him to continue to do this since 1984, and to Karen Self, who nominated him, and for allowing Seton to let him to be involved for all these years. Thank you so much.
Now the Courage Award. The definition of courage is remaining steadfast in the face of difficulty, danger, pain. It's dealing with adversity not without fear, worry, or concern, but with the poise, the determination, and the bravery. These three nominees for tonight's Courage Awards are inspirations on how to keep grinding when times are tough. Scott.
Matt Mitchell, Joy Christian. This starting quarterback was named AZ Central Sports Division V Player of the Year after throwing for 3,023 yards and 45 touchdowns in Joy Christian's 13-0 state championship season. Making the story even more remarkable, Matt was born with cystic fibrosis, a disease that causes thickened mucus, making it hard to breathe. He will play football at Phoenix College in the fall and was one of 10 students nationally who was awarded a $10,000 Sachs for CF academic scholarship. Kevin Greiger, Christian Skeptaris, and Derek Parambo, Chaparral. There you go. Football captains Christian Skeptaris and Derek Parambo noticed Kevin Greiger cheering from his wheelchair at every home and away game. So they came up with an idea: invite Kevin, who has muscular dystrophy, to join Chaparral's offensive line. He learned Chaparral's playbook and a computer program called Echo, which provides instant analysis of plays. Kevin was eventually voted a team captain, joining Christian and Derek on the field for the pregame coin toss. Jazlyn Urinda, Baghdad. Jazlyn Urinda accomplished as much, if not more, than any of her teammates on the Baghdad softball team. Jaslyn has been battling leukemia since she was 10 years old. She had her 5-year appointment during the season and was declared cancer-free. All Courage Award nominees, you are an inspiration to what it means to be an athlete here in Arizona. Thank you for being here this evening. The recipient of the Courage Award for 2016 is Matt Mitchell.
First and foremost, I'd like to congratulate all the nominees for their acts of courage, because pushing through stuff like this takes a lot of a grind every single day when you wake up, and I understand how it is. Secondly, I'd like to thank God for putting me in this position of health, for allowing me to be a football player with cystic fibrosis, and giving me the family and friends and support I need in order to reach this point. Thank you.
Well done. Our next award recognizes the overall best student athlete who achieved high academic community service and athletic success in the past academic year. Look, colleges come to people like Scott and myself and they ask about a kid, doesn't matter pro, college, or high school. What's the GPA look like? How is this person as a student first? Not what do they do on the court, the field, the diamond, whatever. This is huge. Our finalists for the High Achiever of the Year Award. Scott.
Drew Ketterman, Tempe Corona del Sol. Drew Ketterman swam the 50 freestyle, 100 freestyle, and the 200 freestyle relay. He was a member of the Site Council and Red Kettle Club, the student body treasurer and student council, treasurer in the National Honor Society, and president and founder of Corona's Mu Alpha Theta Math Club. A National Merit Commended Scholar and AP Scholar, Drew, who has a 4.8 GPA, volunteered in Belize for 3 weeks, working in a hospital and building homes. Allison Jordan, Chaparral. Being a soccer player and 400-meter runner at Chaparral doesn't come close to defining Allison Jordan. She coached the Chaparral Unified Track Team that consists of students with special needs. She was the vice president of student government, the vice president of Best Buddies, and she works with Celebrate Autism, an organization that helps people with disabilities learn entrepreneurial skills. Allison, a National Merit semifinalist, will play soccer at Indiana University. Carly Banaszewski, Arcadia. Carly Banaszewski, a 4-year volleyball player at Arcadia, sports a 4.81 GPA and was a member of the National Honor Society and Travel Club and co-president of Raising Awareness Club. She represented Arcadia as a Unitown delegate and at the National Student Leadership Conference. She mentors younger players in volleyball, tutors students, and is a member of the Phoenix Children's Hospital Team Board, the Scottsdale Honors Cotillion, and the National Charity League. And the 2016 High Achiever Award goes to Allison Jordan.
Wow, this is such an honor, but I honestly can't take credit for any of it. So my parents, my teammates, my coaches, and all of the staff and teachers at Chaparral High School, thank you. This award is a direct result of your support and hard work. Thank you.
Well done. For this next award, we'd like to bring to the stage our presenting sponsor this evening. First, let's take a look at the screen to hear from the Valley Chevy Dealers Association.
14 Valley Chevy dealers are extremely proud to play a role in celebrating some of Arizona's finest high school athletes at the inaugural azcentral.com Arizona Sports Awards. We know that not only are you being recognized on the playing fields and venues of your sports, but you are also admired as champions among your peers and in your communities. The Valley Chevy Dealers Association is involved in the azcentral.com Arizona Sports Awards because we share your love of the game. We have long supported high school sports and other youth and charitable programs in Arizona. On a national level, Chevrolet cares about our youth. Chevy has developed an innovative safety program called Teen Driver, which is now available in the 2016 Chevy Malibu. It's the first feature of its kind to allow parents to view their teens' driving habits when they aren't in the car. They can use that information to help coach them to be better drivers. We continue to support youth baseball and soccer programs by buying uniforms and equipment, sponsoring instructional clinics, and providing fundraising opportunities for local teams throughout the Valley. Thank you again for allowing the Valley Chevy Dealer Association to be part of your special night. We revel in your accomplishments and celebrate your success, because we know it's more than just sports. It's life.
Let's give it up for them. This great building, great auditorium. Awesome to have Chevy involved. Please welcome to the stage our presenter for the next award, the winner and the trophy, Carolyn Stack Phillips, Valley Chevy Dealers Association Executive Director. Carolyn. About this next award, you've seen those t-shirts worn by members of the Golden State Warriors, right? The ones that say strength in numbers. The players nominated for our Outstanding Team Award could wear those quite well. They all achieved outstanding success through the season. And they did it together. Strength truly can be found in numbers. Here are the finalists for the Outstanding Team Award. Scott.
Chino Valley Boys Soccer. Longtime Chino Valley coach Jim Clark got a nice retirement present from his team. A third straight Division V championship after it beat Blue Ridge 4-3. It was the third straight year Chino Valley beat Blue Ridge for the title. Chino Valley finished 21-1 and ended the year on a 13-game winning streak. Push Ridge football. When the football season began, few expected Push Ridge to challenge for the Division IV state championship. Push Ridge had never advanced past the quarterfinals, and it had moved up from Division V to Division IV. Push Ridge defeated defending state champ River Valley in the quarterfinals, knocked off Lake Havasu with 5 times the enrollment in the semifinals, and then defeated powerhouse program Northwest Christian to take the title. Seton Catholic girls basketball. The Seton Catholic girls basketball team came close to a perfect season. Seton Catholic won its 8th state title under Coach Karen Self with a win in the Division II state championship game. The title finished off a season in which Seton went 31-1, its only loss coming to an out-of-state team. Remarkably, only 4 of Seton's 31 wins were by fewer than 10 points. The 2016 Outstanding Team Award goes to Seton Catholic Girls Basketball. Coach Karen Self will be accepting the award on behalf of the team.
Thank you very much. We just wanted to thank the AZ Central and Brad for everything for tonight, because this is absolutely amazing evening. Congratulations to all of the award winners, because I'm so impressed by everything that I've heard so far tonight. I want to thank, on behalf of the girls, I'd like to thank our entire Seton Catholic basketball family, and that's how we refer to it, because we really are a family. And the girls and I want to thank assistant coaches Tiff Tate and Jennifer King, because we'd be nothing without them. And on a personal note, I want to thank all of our husbands because they put up with a lot for us. So thank you very much for this award.
That's great. For our final awards of the event tonight, the Athletes of the Year, we've come to this. We first take a look at this message from our award sponsors at Lazy Boy Furniture Galleries.
Hello, my name is Frank Neal. I'm the president of Lazy Boy Furniture Galleries of Arizona. We have 9 stores around the state, and we are opening up our 10th later this year. We are the official furniture provider for Ronald McDonald House Charities in Arizona, and we have a wonderful partnership with them. We also sponsor Water Washers program with Phoenix Children's Hospital for the last 16 years, and we volunteer over 5,000 hours every year in our community. We think sports is a great tool for development of our youth. We love to hire people that have had a background in sports because of the teamwork, the coachability, and the dedication to really knowing what it means to work hard at something. I have a daughter who's played varsity tennis in the Valley, and I've seen how it's helped her grow with confidence and made her stay involved with her community and keep her academics up. This is going to be a wonderful night, and it's really meaningful to us because we here at Lazy Boy Furniture Galleries look to be the best of the best, and all the male and female athletes in this room have proven themselves to be the best of the best, and we are honored to celebrate them here tonight.
What's cool is before this event, yeah, give it up for Lazy Boy. So before the event tonight, we walked around the corner. We were all here rehearsing early, and Chris Bates, who's going to come on up, Chris. We went and got a slice of pizza, and the whole way there, we're sitting talking about kids and family and what it's all about. And then two of his coworkers come in from Lazy Boy, and they're talking about their kids and their families, and that's what it's all about. So please welcome Chris Bates, VP of Marketing and Merchandising for Lazy Boy Furniture Galleries. AZ Central High School sports reporter Richard Obert comes back to the stage as well. Richard.
Hello, it's such an honor to be here tonight to present an award of excellence, and excellence is something that Lazy Boy strives to achieve in everything we do. It's only fitting that we recognize an athlete who exemplifies excellence in his athletic ability. And you'll soon see by this amazing list of nominees of Male Athlete of the Year, Arizona has been home to some of the absolute best athletes. It's been a pleasure to watch all of you compete and succeed. The finalists selected for this award compete in many sports for their high schools and have set a high standard for what it means to be an exceptional athlete. Now take a look at this video of our finalists.
These are the finalists for Male Athlete of the Year, Jacob Swift, Deer Valley. Jacob ended his high school wrestling career with his 4th straight state championship and a 179-0 record. As mentioned earlier, he became just the 2nd Arizona high school wrestler to capture 4 state titles while remaining undefeated. Swift won state titles in 4 different weight classes and was named the Wrestler of the Year after a senior year in which he went 53-0. Swift also led the school to 28 dual victories in the 2015-2016 season, the most in a single season in program history. Michael Bibby, Shadow Mountain. Michael Bibby led Shadow Mountain to the Division II State Basketball Championship. The title came 20 years after Bibby's dad and Shadow Mountain coach Mike Bibby led Shadow Mountain to its first state title. Like his father, Michael Bibby was recognized by AZ Central Sports as the Big Boys Basketball Player of the Year. Bibby had 22 points, 10 rebounds, 6 assists, and 5 steals in the championship game. For the season, he averaged 19.3 points, 4 rebounds, and 5 assists per game. Justice Somerset, Marana Mountain View. Justice Somerset was a true two-sport star. As Mountain View's starting quarterback, he threw for 2,500 yards and 25 touchdowns. Then, in April at the Southern Arizona Track and Field Championships, Somerset put himself in the record books by breaking the state high jump record with a leap of 7 feet, 2.5 inches. Somerset, the boys track and field athlete of the year, has signed with the University of Arizona to compete in track and field. Congratulations to the finalists for Male Athlete of the Year.
This is really tough. All of you guys deserve this, but the 2016 Male Athlete of the Year, presented by Lazy Boy, goes to Jacob Swift.
I'd just like to thank my family, friends, and coaches who couldn't be here tonight, especially Todd Milhone and Melvin Douglas. Thank you.
Now we've made it to our final award of the evening. Before we announce the winner, I'd like to recognize all the athletes here tonight. Would you please stand? Your work on and off the court is something to be proud of. Thank you for an amazing 2016 season. We're looking forward to more success stories ahead, and best of luck to you all as you move forward in your athletic career. Please be seated. Thank you. As you look at the three young ladies who are nominated for our Female Athlete of the Year, you'll see multi-sport performers, all-state athletes, leaders, competitors, and champions, and all while maintaining success in the classroom. Congratulations to you all. Let's take a look at our finalists for Female Athlete of the Year.
These are the finalists for Female Athlete of the Year. Kalia Lanier, Xavier Prep. This senior at Xavier College Prep capped off a remarkable high school career by being named the 2015-2016 Gatorade National Volleyball Player of the Year, becoming just the third Arizona high school athlete to receive the national honor. She was also named the Big School's Girls Volleyball Player of the Year. Lanier had 496 kills, 324 digs, and 28 service aces while leading Xavier to the D1 state championship game. Lanier, who was ranked as the nation's #1 recruit by PrepVolleyball.com, will play volleyball at USC. Allie Shadler, Rio Rico. What a year it was for Rio Rico's Allie Shadler. In the fall, she broke Danny Jones's one-year-old state record by winning the Division IV cross-country state title with a time of 17 minutes, 4.5 seconds. To put that time in perspective, Shadler, who was named the Girls Cross-Country Runner of the Year, was the only girl in any of the 4 divisional state championship races to break 18 minutes. Shadler capped off her season by winning the 1,600-meter race in the Division III state track and field meet. Taylor Ruck, Chaparral. Scottsdale Chaparral's Taylor Ruck turned 16 in May. Her birthday present, becoming the youngest Arizona Olympian since 1992. Ruck was named to the Canadian swim team for the Rio Olympics after finishing 2nd in the 400-meter freestyle and 5th in the 200 free at the Olympic trials. Ruck was also named the Girls Swimmer of the Year after winning the 200 freestyle with a state record time of 1 minute 46.51 seconds, defending her state title in the 500 and swimming on Chaparral's 400 free team that set the state record. Congratulations to the finalists for Female Athlete of the Year.
Wow, these girls are all amazing. The 2016 Female Athlete of the Year, presented by Lazy Boy, goes to Kalia Lanier.
Like Liam said, wow, this is such an amazing honor, and I'm so honored to be here, and this is such an amazing event. You are the reporters who chose to put all of us on the scene and chose us to be the ones to look out for, and all of the people here are amazing, and I'm so thankful for my parents, my family, my dad's words of wisdom, walking the same path that I'm going through right now, my mom looking great and being at every game. I'm so thankful. Thank you so much. It's been an amazing night.
So as we wrap things up here, I'd like us to give one huge round of applause to the Valley Chevy Dealers Association, Lazy Boy Furniture Galleries, KFC, our presenters this evening. Thank them for making all this possible. So a quick word on my end. So in November, Mark Fowler, the executive sports editor of the Arizona Republic, came up to me at a Cardinals game and he said, I want to talk to you about something. And would you ever have an interest in being involved in this? Of course, I've left television, left radio, and opened sports360az.com. We partner with the Arizona Republic. I'm there every day at 10 a.m. doing my thing. And we've been great partners together. And I looked at Mark, I said, of course I would. You know, pro sports, college sports, it all starts at high school. This is where it starts. And this has been an awesome, amazing evening to see this put together with all the care and dedication over the last 6 months. The people at AZ Central Sports and these sponsors have really gotten it done. So let's give them a round of applause for tonight. Last but not least, I'm going to ask you guys to do one more thing, okay? Athletes, please stand up and turn to your coaches or your parents and go give them a hug. Or go hug it out, okay? Or go give them a round of applause. please go find your parents or coaches right now. They're the ones that got up at 5 a.m. They're the ones that drug you to practices. They're the ones that you changed in the back of the car and sat through the drive-thru. Go thank your parents and coaches now. As we wrap up the night, don't forget to share all your great photos of the evening, the hashtag Arizona Sports Awards, the great photos. Last but not least, nominations will open in August for all the awards. Hey, let's bring that Sandra Day O'Connor band back down here, right through the aisles. You may want to stand off to the sides because the band's coming back, so stand off to the sides of the aisles and let the band make their way down. They're going to wrap things up as you hug it out with your parents. Thanks for being here. Have yourself a great night. Hey, don't forget to pick up next Sunday's Arizona Republic. It'll feature a commemorative section on the 2015-16 high school sports seasons and this event tonight. That section will be available Sunday, June 12th. Get through on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, and tear it up and have a good night.